Every great life is built one morning at a time, long before the world applauds success, long before the awards, the promotions, the financial freedom, or the personal victories. There is always a quiet moment when someone makes a simple decision. They choose to get up with purpose instead of excuses. They decide that today matters. They understand that every sunrise is not just another day added to the calendar, it is another opportunity to become the person they were meant to be. Think about this for a moment. You don't win your future someday. You win it today. You don't become successful overnight. You become successful one disciplined morning after another. Every extraordinary achievement is simply the result of ordinary actions repeated consistently. That is why the first hour of your day has the power to shape every hour that follows. If you conquer your morning, you dramatically increase your chances of conquering your day. The problem is that most people wake up reacting instead of leading. The alarm rings and immediately they check their phone. They scroll through messages, social media, emails, and news. Before they have even taken a deep breath, they have handed over control of their emotions and attention to the outside world. They begin the day overwhelmed instead of inspired, distracted instead of focused, busy instead of productive. But high achievers understand a different principle. They know that whoever controls the beginning of the day controls the direction of the day. They don't allow circumstances to decide their attitude. They decide their attitude before circumstances have a chance to interfere. Your morning is your foundation. Imagine trying to build a skyscraper on weak concrete. No matter how beautiful the building looks, eventually it will collapse because the foundation cannot support the weight. Life works the same way. Your goals, relationships, career, finances, health, and happiness all rest upon the daily habits you practice. If the foundation is weak, the results will always be unstable. Every morning you have two choices. You can wake up with intention, or you can wake up by accident. You can start the day moving toward your dreams, or you can spend another day drifting wherever life pushes you. One decision creates progress. The other creates regret. Successful people are not always more talented than everyone else. They simply make better decisions more consistently. They understand that discipline is not punishment. Discipline is freedom. Every time you choose to wake up early, exercise your body, feed your mind, review your goals, and begin your work with energy, you are investing in a future version of yourself that will thank you. Imagine meeting yourself 5 years from now. What kind of person do you want standing in front of you? Confident or doubtful? Financially secure or constantly struggling? Healthy or exhausted? Respected or overlooked? Every version of your future self is being created by the habits you practice today. Your tomorrow is hiding inside your morning routine. Many people wait until they feel motivated before taking action. But motivation is unreliable. Some mornings you will feel excited, other mornings you will feel tired. If your success depends on your emotions, your results will always be inconsistent. Winners understand that action creates motivation. They get started first, and the desire to continue grows naturally. There will be mornings when your bed feels warmer than your ambitions. There will be mornings when your excuses sound perfectly reasonable. You may tell yourself that one more hour of sleep won't matter, that you can start tomorrow, that today isn't the right day. But remember this, your future does not care about your excuses. Your dreams only respond to your actions. Every successful person has learned to argue with their excuses instead of believing them. When the mind says, "I'm too tired," they answer, "I'll feel stronger once I get moving." When the mind says, "I'll do it later," they respond, "Now is the only time I truly have." When fear whispers, "You might fail," they remind themselves, the greatest failure is never trying. Morning victories do not have to be dramatic. Sometimes winning means getting out of bed immediately when the alarm rings. Sometimes it means drinking water before coffee. Sometimes it means reading 10 pages of a great book instead of scrolling through endless distractions. Sometimes it means writing your goals exercising for 30 minutes, planning your priorities, or simply spending a few quiet moments reflecting on what truly matters, small victories create momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence creates bigger victories. Before long, what once felt difficult becomes natural. The habits that once required discipline become part of your identity. Never underestimate the power of identity. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm lazy," your actions will eventually prove you right. If you say, "I'm disciplined, I'm reliable, I finish what I start," your behavior begins to align with that belief. The words you repeatedly speak to yourself become the blueprint for the life you build every morning. Remind yourself who you are becoming. Tell yourself that you are someone who keeps promises to yourself. You are someone who chooses growth over comfort. You are someone who values progress more than perfection. These simple declarations shape your decisions throughout the day. One of the greatest mistakes people make is believing that success is something they pursue. In reality, success is something they attract by becoming the kind of person capable of handling it. Better habits produce a better character. Better character produces better decisions. Better decisions produce better results. Winning the morning also means protecting your attention. We live in a world where everyone is competing for your focus. Every notification, advertisement, headline, and social media post is asking for a piece of your mental energy. But your attention is one of your greatest assets. Where your attention goes, your life follows. If you spend the first hour of your day feeding your mind with negativity, don't be surprised if you struggle with confidence later. If you begin the day with purpose, gratitude, learning, and focused action, you create an emotional advantage that carries into everything you do. Your energy is contagious. When you enter a room with confidence, preparation, and enthusiasm, people notice. Your family notices, your coworkers notice, your clients notice. Your opportunities begin to multiply because people are naturally attracted to those who radiate purpose. Remember that every morning is a fresh beginning. Yesterday's mistakes do not have to become today's limitations. Every sunrise offers a clean slate. You cannot change yesterday, but you can completely change the direction of today. Too many people spend their mornings replaying yesterday's disappointments. They relive failures, arguments, missed opportunities, and regrets. But the rearview mirror was never designed to guide the future. Learn from yesterday, then let it go. Focus your attention on the possibilities waiting in front of you. The quality of your questions determines the quality of your life. Instead of asking, "Why is life so difficult?" ask, "What can I learn today?" Instead of asking, "Why don't I have enough?" ask, "How can I create more value?" Instead of asking, "Why does success happen to other people?" ask, "What successful habit can I practice this morning?" Powerful questions create powerful answers. There is incredible strength in making your bed, organizing your workspace, planning your priorities, and starting with your most important task. These simple actions train your brain to seek completion instead of procrastination. They create a mindset of order instead of chaos. Many people confuse movement with progress. They stay busy all day yet accomplish very little. Winning the day is not about doing more things. It is about doing the right things. Productivity is not measured by how exhausted you feel. It is measured by how much meaningful progress you make toward your most important goals. Every morning, identify the one task that would make the biggest positive difference if completed today. Then attack that task before distractions multiply. Success belongs to those who prioritize importance over convenience. You will never have enough time to do everything, but you will always have enough time to do what matters most. Time management is really life management. Every hour spent wisely becomes an investment. Every hour wasted becomes a cost that can never be recovered. Imagine placing $1 into an investment account every single day. At first, the amount seems insignificant, but over time, the accumulation becomes impressive. Your habits work exactly the same way. Every productive morning is a deposit into your future success account. Every disciplined action earns interest that compounds over months and years. The opposite is also true. Every day of procrastination compounds. Every excuse grows stronger. Every delay becomes easier to repeat. Success compounds. Failure also compounds. The direction depends entirely on the choices you make beginning today. There will always be people who doubt your goals. Some will tell you your dreams are unrealistic. Others will remind you of your past failures. But never allow someone else's limited vision to define your unlimited potential. They are judging you based on where you have been. You must judge yourself based on where you are determined to go. The greatest competition is never with another person. It is with the version of yourself from yesterday. Every morning, ask yourself one simple question: how can I become 1% better today? Improvement may seem small in the moment, but over time, those tiny gains create extraordinary transformation. The person who improves by just 1% every day eventually becomes almost unrecognizable from the person they once were. Excellence is never an accident. It is the natural outcome of continuous improvement practiced consistently. Your physical energy matters just as much as your mental attitude. A healthy body gives your dreams a stronger vehicle. Move your body every morning. Stretch, walk, exercise. Breathe deeply. Wake up your muscles before expecting your mind to perform at its best. Energy creates enthusiasm, and enthusiasm creates action. Feed your mind with ideas that inspire growth. Read biographies. Listen to educational material. Learn new skills. The more valuable you become, the more valuable your opportunities become. Personal development is one investment that no one can ever take away from you. Gratitude is another powerful morning habit. Before focusing on what you lack, recognize what you already possess. Gratitude changes your perspective without changing your circumstances. It replaces scarcity with abundance. It replaces anxiety with confidence. It reminds you that every new day is a gift filled with possibilities. The people who appreciate today are often the ones who create a better tomorrow. Gratitude does not make you complacent. It gives you the emotional strength to pursue even greater achievements while appreciating the journey along the way. Life will never be free from obstacles. Unexpected setbacks will appear. Plans will fail. People will disappoint you. Circumstances will change. But if your morning has already strengthened your mind, clarified your goals, and renewed your determination, those obstacles become challenges instead of defeats. Remember that pressure reveals character. Difficult mornings often produce extraordinary people. When you choose discipline during moments of discomfort, you are developing inner strength that cannot be purchased, borrowed, or given away. It can only be earned. The world rewards consistency more than intensity. Anyone can have one incredible day. Almost anyone can feel inspired for a week. But lasting success belongs to the people who continue showing up long after the excitement disappears. They understand that greatness is not built in dramatic moments. It is built in quiet mornings when no one is watching. There may never be applause for waking up early. No one may congratulate you for reading another chapter, exercising before sunrise, planning your priorities, or refusing distractions. But those invisible victories eventually become visible success. One day, people will admire your confidence, your achievements, your financial freedom, your influence, and your leadership. They will call you lucky. They will never see the thousands of ordinary mornings that created the extraordinary life. The truth is that every champion develops a relationship with the morning that most people never understand. They don't see the morning as something to survive. They see it as an opportunity to separate themselves from the average. While others are negotiating with the alarm clock, they are negotiating with their future. Every minute invested before the rest of the world wakes up becomes a competitive advantage. Every disciplined choice becomes another brick in the foundation of an exceptional life. There is something powerful about keeping promises to yourself. When you tell yourself you will wake up at a certain time and you actually do it, your self-confidence grows. When you tell yourself you will exercise and you follow through, your self-respect increases. When you commit to reading, learning, working, or improving, and you honor that commitment, you begin to trust yourself. That trust is priceless because success is impossible without self-confidence, and self-confidence is built by consistently doing what you said you would do. Many people are looking for a secret formula that will change their lives overnight. They search for shortcuts, miracle strategies, and instant success. But life has always rewarded the same timeless principles: discipline, consistency, persistence, focus, responsibility. These are not exciting words to someone looking for quick results, but they are the very qualities that produce extraordinary achievements over time. Ask yourself an honest question. If someone watched your first hour every morning for the next 30 days, would they predict success or struggle? Would they see someone moving with intention or someone drifting through life? Would they observe habits that create opportunity or habits that create excuses? Sometimes the greatest breakthrough begins with the courage to evaluate yourself honestly. The good news is that no matter what your mornings have looked like in the past, tomorrow offers a brand new opportunity. You are never trapped by yesterday's routine unless you choose to repeat it. Every sunrise gives you permission to become a better version of yourself. Do not underestimate the influence your morning has on your emotions. When you begin the day rushed, late, and disorganized, stress follows you like a shadow. Small problems feel enormous. Minor inconveniences become major frustrations. Your patience disappears quickly because your emotional reserves were already depleted before the day truly began. But when you wake up early enough to prepare your mind and body, you create emotional stability. You are less reactive. You think more clearly. You solve problems instead of complaining about them. You become the calm person in the middle of chaos because your confidence was established before the challenges arrived. Every successful person eventually realizes that attitude is a choice. You cannot always choose your circumstances, but you can always choose your response. The weather may be unpleasant. Business may be slow. The economy may be uncertain. Other people may disappoint you, but your determination belongs entirely to you. No one can take it unless you surrender it. The strongest people are not those who never experience fear. They are the ones who continue moving despite fear. Courage is not the absence of uncertainty. Courage is deciding that your dreams matter more than your doubts. Each morning, remind yourself that fear is often a sign you are moving toward growth. Comfort rarely changes your life. Growth begins where comfort ends. Every promotion, every business, every meaningful relationship, every personal breakthrough requires you to step into unfamiliar territory. If you wait until you feel completely comfortable, you may spend your entire life waiting. Your potential is much greater than your current results. Never confuse where you are with where you are capable of going. Every master was once a beginner. Every expert was once inexperienced. Every confident leader once struggled with insecurity. What separated them from everyone else was not perfection, but persistence. That persistence has incredible power. Imagine water flowing over a rock. One drop cannot change the stone. 100 drops cannot change it either. But millions of drops applied consistently over time can carve through solid rock. Your daily habits work exactly the same way. One productive morning may not transform your life immediately, but hundreds of productive mornings absolutely will. That is why patience is essential. We often overestimate what we can accomplish in one day and underestimate what we can accomplish in 5 years of disciplined effort. Don't become discouraged because your results are not immediate. Trees spend years growing strong roots before they produce abundant fruit. Your preparation is never wasted. Some mornings you will wake up inspired. Other mornings you will wake up exhausted. Some days your progress will seem obvious. Other days you may wonder if anything is changing at all. Keep going. The greatest transformations often happen silently before they become visible. Think of an airplane leaving the runway. For several moments, it appears to move slowly despite tremendous effort. But once it gains momentum, it climbs into the sky with remarkable speed. Your personal growth often follows the same pattern. The early stages require enormous effort for seemingly little progress. Then one day, everything begins to accelerate because your consistent actions have finally built enough momentum. Winning every day also means becoming intentional about the people you allow into your life. The conversations you have each morning influence the direction of your thinking. Spend time with people who encourage excellence, challenge your thinking, and inspire action. Avoid those who constantly criticize, complain, and predict failure. Negativity is contagious, but so is enthusiasm. Surround yourself with individuals who expect more from themselves. High standards spread from one person to another. Excellence has a way of raising everyone around it. Likewise, mediocrity lowers expectations until average begins to feel acceptable. Remember that your environment is either supporting your goals or working against them. Organize your workspace. Remove unnecessary distractions. Prepare your clothes the night before. Write your priorities before you go to bed. Make it easier to succeed than to fail. Every small preparation removes unnecessary decisions from your morning and preserves your mental energy for what truly matters. Decision fatigue is real. Every unnecessary choice consumes mental resources. Successful people simplify routine decisions so they can devote their creativity and focus to important opportunities. They don't waste valuable energy deciding whether to exercise, read, or plan their day. Those decisions were made long ago. Discipline eliminates hesitation. There is another powerful habit that separates winners from everyone else. They review their goals every single day, not once a year, not once a month. Every day. Why? Because what you repeatedly think about influences what you repeatedly do. Goals kept in a drawer have very little power. Goals kept in your mind shape your actions continuously. Write your goals clearly. Read them aloud. Imagine yourself already achieving them. Feel the excitement, the gratitude, and the confidence that success will bring. Visualization alone will not change your life, but visualization combined with disciplined action becomes an incredibly powerful force. The subconscious mind responds to repetition. Whatever you consistently feed, it begins to influence your beliefs and behaviors. Feed it doubt, and doubt grows stronger. Feed it confidence, purpose, and possibility, and those qualities begin to define your character. Protect your mornings from unnecessary negativity. Avoid beginning your day with arguments, endless news, or toxic conversations. Your mind is especially receptive during the first moments after waking. Plant seeds of possibility instead of fear. Plant seeds of gratitude instead of resentment. Plant seeds of confidence instead of insecurity. One of the greatest gifts you can give yourself is the habit of reflection. At the beginning of each day, ask yourself, what kind of person do I need to become today? At the end of each day, ask yourself, did my actions match my intentions? Honest reflection creates continuous improvement. Do not fear making mistakes. Fear repeating the same mistakes without learning from them. Every successful person has failed repeatedly. Every entrepreneur has experienced setbacks. Every athlete has lost competitions. Every leader has faced criticism. Failure is never the opposite of success. It is one of the building blocks of success. When something goes wrong, refuse to waste energy blaming circumstances. Ask yourself, what is this situation teaching me? Every challenge contains a lesson. Every disappointment contains an opportunity for growth. Every obstacle develops qualities that comfort never could. There will be mornings when life feels unfair. You may work harder than others and still struggle. You may give your best effort and experience rejection. You may do everything right and still encounter unexpected setbacks. During those moments, remember that success is rarely determined by one event. It is determined by your response to many events over time. Your ability to recover quickly is one of the greatest predictors of future achievement. Resilient people are not immune to disappointment. They simply refuse to stay discouraged. They stand up one more time, then they fall down. They choose action instead of self-pity. Every morning is an opportunity to reset your mindset. Yesterday's disappointment does not define today's potential. Begin again, learn again, believe again. Start fresh with renewed determination. The world belongs to people who refuse to quit. As you continue building productive mornings, something remarkable begins to happen. You stop relying on external motivation because your internal discipline becomes stronger than your temporary emotions. You no longer ask yourself whether you feel like working. You simply begin. You no longer wait for perfect conditions. You create progress under imperfect conditions. That shift changes everything. Imagine the confidence that comes from knowing you can depend on yourself regardless of circumstances. Imagine waking each morning with clarity instead of confusion, purpose instead of procrastination, energy instead of excuses. That confidence spills into every area of your life. Your relationships improve because you become more dependable. Your career improves because you become more productive. Your finances improve because disciplined thinking leads to disciplined decisions. Your health improves because consistent habits replace occasional effort. Never forget that success is holistic. Winning your morning is not just about accomplishing more work. It is about becoming stronger mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. It is about creating balance while pursuing excellence. It is about becoming the kind of person who lifts others through example. People are always watching, even when they say nothing. Your children notice your discipline. Your friends notice your consistency. Your coworkers notice your attitude. Your example often teaches more powerfully than your words ever could. Live in such a way that your habits inspire the people around you. Let your commitment encourage someone else to believe in themselves. Let your persistence remind others that dreams are still worth pursuing. Great leaders influence people not because they are perfect, but because they are consistent. As the days become weeks and the weeks become months, you will discover that your greatest victories were never really about waking up early. They were about becoming someone who honors commitments, embraces responsibility, values growth, and refuses to settle for less than their potential. That transformation begins quietly. No headlines announce it, no audience applauds it, but inside you, a stronger character is forming. A clearer vision is emerging. A deeper confidence is taking root. And once that inner transformation takes place, the outer results become only a matter of time.